I remember you having this idea that at the beginning, we'll try to get sound bites like before the recording started. Is this mic on? Is this like just some sort of, and we couldn't find anything that was really fitting that. And I remember one survivor during the entire interview, she had this yellow legal size piece of paper like that she was holding on to the whole time, and or was right next to her or something like that. And she was the woman who lived in the Ukrainian forest in the hole for 19 months. And she had been waiting to the end of this 4-hour interview to list the people who had her family members who experienced the Holocaust. And she read the list for 5 straight minutes. Try to read off names for 5 straight minutes. You come up with a lot of names. And it was so long that it had this effect on you of just listening over and over and over. And I remember getting emotional the first time I heard it. And I thought, oh, she's going to read the whole list. And I wasn't thinking of how powerful the effect it would have on me. But it had this profound effect. And then you came up with the idea of like, I remember telling you, I wish I could do something with this. So then you went back to your idea of like having all of the little sound bites, and you compressed all of that so that her voice was overlapping. And that's the trailer for the film. And
Yeah, I I remember that and thinking your instinct was so good, but we can't just let her talk for 5 minutes at the beginning or any part of the film, just listing people's names. So how can we create that effect, but shortcut the amount of screen time it took? So that was like an editing challenge. So what we came up with was that we would layer her voice on top of each other, and it would kind of descend into a cacophony or a um, a chorus of her own voice listing these people's names, and then we would kind of descend into that and then come out of it at the end. And I think it was pretty effective. I think it worked. Some people I remember reacted that there was something wrong with the sound
sure.
or something like that. I don't think it was a perfect execution, but I think most people got it and got the intention of it and found it to be an effective or powerful way to present it.
The first idea for that, actually, I don't think I've ever even told you about it. But while you and I were working on the actual film, and Danielle worked on the film as well, but she and I were creating the credits, which went on forever because there's 6 years of shoots. There's 39 shoots, and they all had crews. And so we had to find all the crew names and everything, and it just went on. And I was thinking that she would read this list during that,